Vulnerability is the idea of putting down your defenses in the face of an unknown outcome. It takes courage, and it can really foster a lot of connection between someone who's important to you. If they express hurt, if they express anger, say, "I'm so sorry you feel that way. I had no idea that what I said made you feel that hurt. That's the last thing I want. Please accept my sincerest apology." That is being vulnerable. Even when you think you're right, you can apologize for how what you said or did contributed to their bad feelings. It's very difficult to allow vulnerability if you've had experienced traumatic situations that you haven't been able to work through or resolve or put into context. So if you've been in an abusive relationship, you are constantly being told that your perspective is wrong, that you're being oversensitive, that you deserve what you have, what you're getting, that you're nothing, you're being gaslit or you're being manipulated. When you get that over and over, or you're just not even being listened to, there's no validation happening in relationship to the important people in your life. So you have to sit there and process difficult feelings by yourself. They're not willing to acknowledge, they're not willing to apologize, they're not willing to sympathize and provide that empathy that we all need. And so you sit in this place where you're constantly trying to regulate yourself. And what amazing resilience you're building, right? The ability to carry on and carry forth in this world, still trying to build good friendships and work relationships and love relationships, even though you were never really experienced, or at least not consistently experienced, that co-regulation with someone. But it makes it very difficult sometimes for you to drop vulnerability. And playing the victim is not the same as allowing courageous vulnerability. Playing the victim can be another way to keep up the barriers, the borders, the armor. But I have a lot of sympathy, and we all need to have a lot of compassion and sympathy for those of us, for anyone who seems to walk forward with their armor. And you can feel it, you can see it. Maybe they're tense, they're angry, they're shy, they're shut down, they complain a lot. There is difficulty in having a really good, open, connecting conversation with them. Have sympathy, because they have been taught that vulnerability is scary. Vulnerability allows them to, may result in attack. So you can show your vulnerability with the compassion you give someone. You can be like, "Oh, it's so great to see you. I really hope you're having a good day." You can just wipe away your own judgments on their forward armor. And you can express that in the tone of your voice, in the facial expression, in meeting them where they're at and allowing them that validation that, how you come forward into the world is really up to you. And because I am courageous and I have courageous vulnerability, I can come to you with acceptance and compassion. But I also have my own boundaries. So I'm not going to get really hurt by your standoffness. I'm not really going to get hurt by your criticism, because I know where it comes from. And if we can offer that to someone, then it allows them to start chipping away at their armor. It's just a different take on vulnerability and courageousness. Allowing people to be in your space in their own weirdness is a way to help somebody heal. And that takes courageous vulnerability. I'm Jake Joy. I'd love to connect with you. If you're having trouble connecting to your own vulnerability because of things that have happened to you over time in unhealthy relationship patterns, then I'd like to help you work through that. I come with understanding and compassion and the tools needed to help get you through that to a really strong, confident side where vulnerability is not so scary and you can